Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just want to thank Josh from Degen Stables for coming on and talking Zed Run with me. In today's video, we talk about what we've learned coming from Top Shot to Zed Run, and I do want to mention that we are both still invested in Top Shot and love its platform. But Zed Run is an NFT game, and it's a damn fun one, especially once you start racing and getting your first horse. For more of Josh's articles, please click on the link below. I will also leave his Twitter link so you can follow him on Twitter. Josh is currently doing a giveaway where the winner will get an NFT voucher that they can redeem for a Zed Run horse that they'll also get to name. So for more details on how to enter, please check out his Twitter. In the spirit of giving, I've asked Josh to create another NFT voucher for me to give away. So to enter, please subscribe and leave a comment down below what name you'd like your Zed Run horse to be called. And without further ado, please enjoy the video. Peace. But what I want to go in particular is how difficult it is or how expensive it is to actually get into the game.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a cheap game by any means. Top Shot made it easy. I always joke that, people come from Top Shot expecting $9 horse packs. This is not that way at all.
Yeah.
You're going to pay more in gas fees just for the opportunity to buy a horse than it is to buy a few packs on Top Shot. I was talking to someone today on Discord in a private chat, and he was saying that, can you make money in this? I said, it's a gamble for sure. In real life, just because you buy a horse doesn't mean you're going to make money. You could buy a horse that pulls those 30, 40 odds, rarely wins a race, and you're going to have to say at some point, do I continue with this? Do I buy a new horse? Do I maybe give up on Zed Run? Or do you breed, right? Do you put more money in, breed, hope to provide to, maybe hit a winner, either sell that or sell the off? It's not cheap. It's a high barrier of entry. No, I had horses in the stud farm that nobody paid except for me. So I think people who are coming into this thinking that, I'm going to buy a colt and I'm going to put in the stud farm and make all this money could be sorely mistaken as to what they expected results would be.
You have 12 horses in your stable right now?
11.
How many of them are profitable?
In racing, 0. But I look at myself as a profitable breeder. My goal is to keep breeding until I actually hit that lottery ticket. All my horses have negative ROIs in racing. And I'm here for the long game, though. I want to keep trying breeding strategies and breeding with different horses and see what I can develop. You're most likely not going to be able to buy a horse, put it in the stud farm, and command any amount of money that will.
So, how much more money do you think I'd have to put in to actually breed and race and actually learn and play the game?
I don't know exact numbers. The way I look at it is I'm going to be racing each of those horses at almost every single distance. So I'm going to be testing it to see what odds it pulls. Then I have to decide whether do I want to keep breeding with this horse or sell it. But still, you need to be able to test your horses just to get at the distances, but against different competition.
Breeding's expensive too.
But remember, you're breeding something that for $50, you could probably at a minimum sell for 180.
Yeah,
I would think. To take a step back, the goal of this is to keep breeding open as long as possible. Like, they never want to shut down breeding. I have no idea what this will look like. At the levels that we have of membership now, all these horses breeding nonstop. Theoretically, they shouldn't sell for less than what it costs to breed. You could have a horse that maybe you're trying to sell for $70, maybe just to recoup some of that breeding fee. But at that point, you're only selling it, in my perspective, because you raced it and it didn't really perform.
So for the people who aren't able to get a Genesis horse, do you think that it's still a good idea to try and get a bred horse or secondary market?
Definitely. Here's the thing. We don't know when the next drop will happen. It might be another month that you're waiting. I always call it a game. It's a game. If you want to play this game, I would much rather get a horse and start racing. I would wait until after breeding starts up again. This way you can, it should reduce the prices of those horses. So I truly believe in race your ponies. There's a lot of people that don't want to race their their, you know, their offspring because they just want to sell it, and there's that lottery ticket. I'm at the point where I'm really just looking to have fun. So I want to race these horses, see them, you know, see how they perform on the track. If they don't perform that well, maybe giveaway, maybe sell it. But there are people who, even if you look to sell for $50, there are people who might say, oh, you know, $50 is, you know, I'll take the chance. I just want to have fun, get into the game. I think all the horses have some value at some price. And I think a lot of people will be doing a lot more giveaways too once breeding opens. I mean, right now, I can't give away my horses because, you know, once breeding opens, then that's where I'm going to have a lot of fun. What I'm hoping, though, is that since this is weekly, maybe they open up Monday. Who knows? But that's what I'm hoping for, because really the game is so much more fun when you have breeding. I'm sure you know these horses by heart. You know every horse that you're racing against. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see horses enter new stables, on Craft's Daily Digest. I'll say this though, there is something to being a good trainer though. I was too quick to sell my Z10, my Z9. I didn't realize how the game worked at that point. When I sold it, it was probably class maybe 4 or something. Right now, the horse is pulling 11% ROI. It's in class 3 with like a 56 class rank or something. You know, whoever bought that horse from me did a great job of knowing how to race that horse.
I haven't raced that much, but I'm excited to get more into it. Now, in a way, I'm kind of in the same position that I was in Top Shot. The pack that I got was only the beginning of when everybody started jumping in. This Z drop and when breeding open is kind of like the beginning of what's to come. So in a way, for people who are watching now and learning more about now, they won't kind of make the same mistake as you and selling a horse for far less than what it's worth now.
And you know what? The thing is also on the Discord, there is I think it's called a horse valuation channel. I should have put my horse in there. I should have asked, hey, what's a reasonable price? And at that time, I thought I was making, a great decision. Looking back, I probably sold it for a few thousand less. But then again, I didn't have the tools that we had now. There's so many, and they're so great, and they're constantly getting better. I got into Zed Run about a week before the last drop. And I remember just devouring everything I could before the drop, figuring out how everything worked, learning all about the genotypes, the bloodlines, reading Zed Gazette, watching Doofy's videos, Poseidon's videos, everything. That's the same approach I take with my articles, is that if you're looking for a specific topic and you need a little bit more in-depth information, you could read this one article about that. Like, for example, the drop one, okay, here's 5 tips. It's easily digestible. You know exactly what you're looking for. You come in there and you can consume it, and just like the other ones. So you're right. I sometimes the Twitch video, when you're watching a stream, it's all over the place, and but that's what I like about the YouTube videos, is that it's a little bit more packaged and polished.
Do you plan on writing more articles on a weekly basis? What is your?
On a weekly basis, I don't know. It's honestly, it's whenever I feel passionate about something, I'll write an article. When I wrote the article about the class system, it was something that I personally am affected by it. And I actually even told Ebbs this is what the community is struggling with. I mean, if you go in the Discord, this is what everyone is, this is how they're voicing their concerns over the class structure. I felt like that was a way for me to reach Zed Run. I like writing and, advocating for a certain position. So it just comes a little bit more naturally for me when I'm writing about that. So we'll see. And I also like helping people. So I want to, if there's anything that could break down the barriers and getting more people onboarded as quickly as possible,